I'm not gonna lie, I learned some valuable freaking lessons since I've been in Houston. Like, so much stuff went wrong that is crazy. Like, I was destined to like get up out of
They can't stop me. Yeah. You said you hate me, but you love to watch me.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Coca, Lola, Jasziy, or whatever you want to call me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like and comment. If you're returning, hey sis, welcome back, and thank you so much for coming back. Today I want to talk to y'all about my journey in Houston. So y'all know that I've been in Houston for 2 years. It's almost been 2.5 years now. I've been in Houston for 2.5 years, and here are the things that I learned so far since I've been here. I've been sharing my journey with y'all this whole time. I've been kind of MIA for a little while, but you know, I'm always going to come back. I'm never going to quit. I'm always going to come back. But I moved to Houston 2 years ago alone and broke. I didn't have a job. I didn't have really a lot of money. And I moved with my 6-year-old daughter, and I'm a single parent. So let's get into it. Okay, so along the way, everything bad that could have happened definitely happened. Everything bad, let me say that again. Everything that was bad that could have happened definitely happened. When I first moved here, basically car broke down, lost the car. Like, I don't even know how many cars I done had or went through since I've been in Houston. Like, to be honest, at first I thought Houston was cursed. Like, I kept on saying like it's something about this place that maybe I'm not supposed to be here. But when I would talk to friends and family, they would always tell me like, girl, you need to just come back home, or you need to go back to where your mom is, or you need to do this, you need to. But that made me want to pipe up. Like, that didn't make me want to be like, oh yeah, you're right, let me go back. No, that made me like, nah, fuck what y'all talking about. Because y'all trying to tell me to give up, and I'm not no giver-upper, right? Plus I had a point to prove. So basically, when I first moved to Houston, I was supposed to be moving with my ex. And we got into a little situation that ended up, like, that situation that happened with my ex, like, made me end up marrying somebody else. Like, I ended up getting married to somebody else, all because of that situation. I'm not gonna say all because of that situation, but that's kind of what led up to it. That's kind of what led up. That's kind of the start of my story, of me and my husband's story. But anyways, so yeah, my ex told me basically, oh, if you without me, you're gonna have a bad time in Houston. You're gonna have, like, you're not gonna be this, you're not gonna be that. And in my mind, that was just motivation. So thank you. I know he's probably watching this. He's always watching. He's the type of man that don't never leave you alone. So he's probably definitely watching this. He'll probably leave a comment too, like, I love you, my fan. But yeah, so he told me that I basically wasn't gonna be nothing or have a good time in Houston if I wasn't gonna be with him. So I said, yeah, okay, I'm about to pipe up. Everybody that was telling me like, go home, this ain't working, da 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 da, I said, I'm gonna have to prove these people wrong. When I got a point to prove, I go hard. Okay, so basically, I didn't want to hear nothing that nobody said. I just kept going, even though everything was going bad, terrible, like everything was going wrong. I kept on going. Now dealing with my husband incarcerated, like, it is so many ups and downs in life, and it don't have nothing to do with Houston specifically, but it's just life in general. Before, like, I will always pack up and go. Like, if you've been watching me before, you know, like, I'm the type of person that will just get up and leave. I done lived in so many different states, so many places. Like, when things start getting hard for me, I just run away. I used to run away, but I decided to stay here and face everything. Like, no matter how hard it got, like, I'm standing 10 toes for myself. Like, I'm gonna hold this shit down for myself, for my child. So regardless of everything that was going on, I still kept going. So that's what y'all need to do. Keep going. I don't know who needs to hear this, but bitch, keep going. Keep going, no matter what nobody say to you, no matter what what negative comments you get, no matter what negative things that's going on in your life. That don't define nothing. Keep going. Keep going. So anyways, moving to Houston really did change my life. Like, it was such an adventure, especially with me and my daughter. We was alone, like, just me and her. Like, literally just me and her. We didn't know anybody here. I was out here, like, I was out here like in the field. I was out here making friends, like meeting new people, and anybody that knows me seriously like knows that I'm an introverted person. Like I'm not really good with being around a lot of people. I have social anxiety, but when I moved out here, I made it a mission to meet new people, meet new friends, get out here and explore the whole Houston. I was not going to be in the house depressed, sad. I was not going to be in the house depressed, sad, lonely, like it was not easy at first. Like I was broke as hell for a long time, but I promise you, nobody would have ever knew or thought that I was broke, because I was always somewhere doing something. Like I got $20 in my bank account, babe, we're going to happy hour, we're going to make something happen, like we're going to do, like I don't care. I was never in the house. I don't even remember what my apartment looked like when I first moved to Houston, because I was never in that apartment. I was never in the house. I was always outside. I was always doing something. So when I first moved to Houston, I wanted to make it my mission to like network with people, to grow my business and just grow as a person. But I kind of did fall off of that. Like I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna be a real ass bitch and just really admit it to y'all, because I ain't been telling y'all everything. I haven't been telling y'all the tea. I definitely I did not do what I came here to do. Like, well, really when I came here, it was on some whole other stuff. Like me and my ex, we were supposed to like vlog together. We was gonna start a little channel together. I'm so glad I didn't do that shit. I'm so glad I didn't do that shit though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I would have never ever wanted no couple channel type shit. Like I didn't want that for myself. So I'm so glad that I didn't do that. But eventually, like whenever everything ended with me and him, my mission was to like, oh, I gotta get out here, I gotta network, I gotta meet people, like business people. When I first moved here though, I was meeting some good people, some great people, like that could have put me in like higher places and taught me better things. But I did end up, when I told y'all like when you come to Houston, don't fall into that lifestyle. I did kind of end up falling into that lifestyle, just like going out all the time, drinking all the time. I ended up gaining so much weight because I was eating and drinking, and just I don't know who I turned into. Like everything was crashing down, but it looked so good. It looked so good. Like if you was looking at my Instagram and my other like YouTube videos, I don't know if I was making YouTube videos at the time, but like if you was looking at my Instagram, when you seen that stuff, like you probably was thinking like, okay, this bitch got it going on, she doing this, she doing that. But like no, bitch, I was out wasting time. I was out wasting my life. I was not accomplishing any of my goals. But eventually I got it together. During this time, I ended up like talking more with my husband, my now husband. So we was talking like even before, it was probably like a few months before I moved to Houston, I started talking to my husband. And so my husband was in prison the whole entire time. But like I don't even want to talk about that for real, but I just want to say that like going through that, like my husband really helped me a lot to get through everything. Me and my husband, we ended up building his credit. We ended up like starting business together and just all type of stuff. Like he really like piped it up a little bit. He really did, even from prison. But y'all don't want to hear about that, so we're gonna skip past that. But that was like a staple in my life at the time. Like even through everything that I was going through, he was the one that was making things better for me. Like he was the one that was like wanting better for me. And I was still outside. I still want to be like in the streets. I still want to go out and drink and stuff. He was the one that was telling me like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. And I thank him. So once I started settling into my new life, you know, I met a lot of different people. I made a lot of different friends. But eventually I realized like all the people that I was hanging out with was really like going out friends, like turn up friends. It was not really any like, I didn't really meet any people. There was like 2 people that I felt like were really genuine in my life. One of them, she just disappeared out my life. Like, I don't know, I still be like, and still to this day I be trying to reach out to her, but like, she don't, I don't know what I did to you, sis, if you're ever watching this, but like, I don't know. But and the other one, it was like she ended up turning into a weird ass bitch. But most of the people that was in my life at the moment when I first started moving to Houston, when I was making friends and stuff, those people was not my friends. They was just like turn up friends. They was more like associates. They wasn't people that you could cry to, people you could talk to about anything. It wasn't like that. So eventually I realized, like, I got so many people around me and I'm always somewhere with somebody, but these people bring nothing into my life. These people are not going to elevate my life in any way. Like, when I moved to Houston, I wanted to find friends and people who would like elevate my life, people who would help me get to the next level. But like, these people that I was friends with, these people that I was going out with, it wasn't about that. It was just only about going out. Like, of course we would have conversations and people would be like, oh yeah, I want to do this, or I want to do that, I want to do that. But it was ultimately, it was just going out. That's all it was. Okay, you can talk about your dreams and your aspirations in life, but if you're not doing nothing to get there and you just going out all the time, that's all you worried about, that's all you cared about, niggas and drinking and partying and turning up and being out on the scene, you never gonna reach your goals. So if you really got somewhere you know you want to be, you gotta get rid of them people. So that's what I did. Eventually I got rid of all of those people. Like, I literally have one freaking friend left in Houston, and mind you, like I said, these other people, they really wasn't my friends. They was just like people that I can go out with. I can, oh hey girl, you want to go to happy hour, you want to go out tonight, you want to go to the club, you want to do this, you want to do that. It was never like no meaningful friendships with people. So like, I really wanted to build meaningful connections with people, but that wasn't it for me. But I always gotta keep in mind that, like, no matter where you are, what you do, you're not gonna have that many real friends. Like, it ain't that many real bitches in the world, period. It's not that many real bitches in the world, period. So just know that you're not gonna have that many real friends. So don't be thinking that everybody that you meet is gonna be stuck with you. Everybody that you meet is not gonna be along the journey with you. Some people you gotta leave behind. Like, when you done turning up, you gotta leave them people behind, because that's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. And when you want to do better shit, they don't want to be there. They don't want to support you. They like, oh, she acting funny, she don't want to go out with us no more, she don't want to do this, she don't want to do that. When you want to do positive shit, you never gonna see them people. You never gonna hear from them people. They're gonna disappear. So I said one friend, but I probably got like two. I probably got like two real ass friends out here. But what I ended up learning is that I wanted to surround myself with positive people. I wanted to surround myself with people that actually want to do shit with their life. I actually wanted people around me that could help me in some type of way, not bring me down, not always just want to stay stuck, stay still. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I learned some valuable freaking lessons since I've been in Houston. Like, so much stuff went wrong that is crazy. Like, I was destined to like get up out of here. Like, I was supposed to been left. Even though, like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, still I be thinking about it. Like, sometimes I be thinking about, like, maybe I should just leave. Like, maybe, because even though things are so much better, like, my life is so much better, I make so much more money. I haven't made this amount of money in my life ever. Like, without working a job either, like working for myself and just being an entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, a businesswoman. Things are so much better for me, and I just be trying to just be grateful for what I got right now, and don't be trying to like think about of course think about what you want, but like, I don't want to think too much about it or be down on myself like, oh, you supposed to be here, you supposed to be there, you supposed to be. No, you right where you supposed to be. And I don't know who needs to hear that either. Like, you right where you supposed to be. Do not compare yourself to other people's lives, because like I said, a lot of these people just out here partying, getting drunk, throwing their life away basically. Like, it's okay for a certain period of time, but like, you gotta move forward from that. You do not want to be wasting your time out here. Like, if you have a purpose and a meaning, you gotta pour into that yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna support you like you. So do that. I I went through seasons where I was just so depressed. I was so down. Like I said before, I wanted to leave so bad. And every time I would talk to people, like I would talk to my mom or like my friends from back home and stuff, they would always be like, oh, well, you know, you can always just go back home. And that was so discouraging to me, because that's not what I want to hear. Like, of course they want me to be back home with them, but like that's not what I want to hear. I wanted them to tell me like, keep going, you know, you can do this. But they never did that, so I had to do that for myself. Like, you have to want things for yourself. So moving to Houston alone, broke, with a 6-year-old child, as a single parent, it was very hard, but it was a great decision for me. I would say, I don't care what nobody say, I would say it was a great decision for me. We still got a lot to do. I still got a long way to go. I'm not done yet. I'm not finished yet. So just like God is still working on me. So I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm not where I really want to be, but I'm gonna get there. And you gotta be thankful for where you are right now, because just think about, like, I wasn't here a few months ago. I wasn't here a few years ago. Like, I was homeless. I was broke. I was hurting. I was starving. Listen. But right now, I'm in a good place, and I can actually just thank God for bringing me here, bringing me through everything, and teaching me all these damn lessons that I needed to learn. We're growing. Y'all just don't even understand. My husband is still incarcerated, so I'm still waiting for him to get released. But that's another story for another day. I might make a video on that after this one. But yeah, that is my story. If y'all want to know more, just let me know, like, what y'all want me to talk about, because sometimes I just be like, what do I even come back and talk to them about? I feel like I done talked about everything. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what else you want me to talk about. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.